I think it's real. I think there's something to it.
But if you approach everything like that, though,
yes,
right?
everything, yes, yeah. I don't know if they're gods or I don't know what it is, but there's something.
There's something there, man.
Something real.
Something there. And I've been talking to whatever that is all the way through my life.
Yeah.
All the way through. I actually say this on stage at the moment because I have a song called Michelangelo's God, which relates to an experience I had recently with my mum. I decided that when I heard that they were making another Gladiator, that I'm going to take my sons to Rome so they get to experience what I've experienced since that movie came out with the people of Italy and the people in the city of Rome, in terms of the privileges that they give me and the experiences that they give me and the regard and what have you. And I thought, before there's another one and that water's muddied, I'm going to take my kids over so they can really experience it. So I was talking to my mum, and my father had just recently passed away, and I said, why don't you come with us? And initially she said that because she'd only ever been to Rome with my dad, that she didn't want to come because she thought it would just make her sad. Because that city connected, her to him. And I said to her, Mum, listen to what you're saying. This is a place that connects you to my father. You have to come, So she came along, and we were, doing all the normal family stuff together, touristy stuff, Spanish Steps, Fontana di Trevi. I took the kids to see the old office at the Colosseum.
The old office.
Just normal family stuff. And then I got this call from a guy at the Vatican, and this is all based on, that movie, right? Heard you're in town with your family. Would you like to come and walk through the Vatican Museum and the Sistine Chapel by yourselves without any tourists?
Wow.
Now, I've done the tourist thing, 1,000 new special friends and you in the Sistine Chapel, natural light, I've done that. So the idea that we could walk in there by ourselves, absolutely. So, and I've taken my mum, and because it was such a big walk, she's in a wheelchair, right? So I'm pushing her around, but every corner we get to something of immense beauty, I can see her remembering when she was there with my dad and what he said, or a friendship he made, or whatever, because he was a chatty fella, my old man, he used to make friends very easily, So, we went through that, and I could see it affecting her. And then they took us into the Sistine Chapel. It's unbelievable, man, I'll do it exactly the way I do it on stage for you, man, because it's a funny moment, This guy comes up and he goes, Russell, for you today, I will turn on the lights of the Pope. I said, sorry? He goes, well, the Pope, he likes to come to the chapel to meditate. He likes to see all the beautiful colors. So we put in some lights, and he turns on these lights. I mean, that ceiling is amazing in natural light. When it's got like 16 spotlights on it, man, and you can see the real color of the light blue of the sky and the reds, and you can almost, with that much light on it, feel like you can see the paint strokes. So you're there under Michelangelo's genius in the light. And I said to the guy, that was amazing. Why did you do that? And he goes, Russell, please, Massimo, you are the 8th king of Rome. But so later in that same visit, he took us to this little balcony, and to get onto this balcony, not the one on TV, it's another meditation balcony right on top of the museum. To get there, we have to go in this very small little elevator, So I'm there, just me and my mum. I say, how you going? You enjoying it? And she just starts floods of tears, man, crying. She goes, I can't explain it. I just feel your father so close to me. We get up on that balcony, right? In the distance, I can hear some music. So I asked our man, what's the music? And he says, well, it's a Wednesday. The Swiss Guards band is rehearsing. They only play ecclesiastical music. But I can hear what they're playing, and so can my mum. And it's that old Irish folk song, Danny Boy. The reason that comes into the conversation we're just having is we played that at my father's funeral. So here it is, right? This moment. How does that timing work out? Where's the coincidence factor of that? What's the odds of that? you know. They never play anything other than ecclesiastical music. But on the day that we're in a place where we can hear a private rehearsal of the Swiss Guards band, they just happen to be playing the song played at my father's funeral. When I've gone through this whole process of convincing my mum to come with us, and she says she can feel my dad all day, you know, she was saying that and shedding tears from it, and there we had that moment together.
Wow.
You know, so I don't know how it works. I don't know really, you know, what I do feel is that all religions are simply a human way of trying to explain the inexplicable. There is definitely, because I have examples of it in my life, if you offer, and we can call it prayer, or you could call it just an introspective conversation, you know, if you focus on using your imagination and your personal energy to change things around you, they will change. You know, you can do a lot of things with simply the power of your beautiful mind.
Yeah.
You know? So that's where I sit with it. I don't know what it is, but I know it's available, so I use it.
That is as close to a miracle. It's a thing that happens occasionally in a person's life, and that moment will touch them forever. That you almost go, oh, too many things lined up. Too many things lined up so perfectly.
How is this even
How's it possible? Did you talk to the band? I would want to talk to them.
To the Swiss Guards band?
Yeah. Did you guys ever play this before? Like, did you guys have a wild thought?
I did actually.
Did
because they wanted me to go and see their armory. Again, another experience that you would never have, right?
Right.
So I get taken down, and here's the history of the Swiss Guards, you know, and their connection to the Pope. And here's all of the armor that's been worn by the guards over the centuries. Here's all the weapons and the swords and all that sort of stuff. And I did ask them about the Danny Boy, and the first guy I talked to was like, no, they wouldn't have played that if you've misheard it, because they only play ecclesiastical music, you know. But apparently they were building up to some performance for some visiting dignitary, and that was the choice of the song for that thing.
It's just too many things.
Too many things, man. The guy called me at that time. We make the thing on that date. I've convinced my mum to come, you know.
The Pope's lights.
All of that.
All of it.
The lights of the Pope.